Twin Cities Adventures, and today we're gonna make Poolish, the base for our pizza dough, and then we're gonna make homemade pizzas in the indoor Cuisinart pizza oven. First things first, we have a new digital kitchen scale. We'll add that in the link below the video if you're interested, but this is nice because you can put things on it, zero it out, and then add things to it. Our pizza dough recipe today, we're basically gonna make a sourdough starter and let that sit overnight in the fridge, and then we're gonna make pizzas tomorrow. First thing is put your bowl on your scale, zero it out, add 200 grams of water. Zero that out, and then we're gonna add 5 grams of honey. Container, we're gonna add 5 grams of instant quick yeast. And give that a mix. And then you need bread flour. So we're gonna add 200 grams of bread flour. So add your bread flour and then mix that up. Okay, that's mixed, and now we're just gonna let that set there for 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes has gone by. It still looks the same, but you can tell that it is working because it smells really good. So I'm gonna cover it with a plate, just put a plate upside down on it. All right, it's been an hour. Take a looky at our Poolish or sourdough pizza starter. So now we need to cover that with some plastic wrap. Okay, just like that, in the fridge you go overnight. First up, you're going to add your Poolish to the mixing bowl. If you want to mix it by hand, go ahead, but we're not going to do that today. And then we're going to add 300 grams of bread flour to the Poolish. Start to mix that up. And in a second bowl, we're going to add 300 grams of water with 20 grams of salt. Mix that up a bit. After it starts to look a little mixed up, pour in your water salt mixture. And then mix that for a few minutes. Okay, now it should look like soupy oatmeal. So now you're gonna add another 200 grams of bread flour. Now mix it up so it looks like pizza dough. All right, here is my bread dough. I put some bread flour on your cutting board and then dump your dough out like so. And then you're going to take some olive oil, lightly spray your hands. Sprayer is really nice. I'll add the link to below the video of that also. So spray a little of that on your hands and then work that into a nice ball. Just like that. And then you're going to take your olive oil sprayer and you're going to just lightly spray the surface of that. Just kind of rub that around a little bit. Give it a couple smacks. And let that sit for 15 minutes. All right, now you're gonna take your meat cleaver and you're gonna cut that into 4 little pieces and form those into balls. But first, I'm gonna use my olive oil spreader. Spray my hands lightly. That way nothing sticks. Get the blade there. And then we'll scoop that off. And lightly form that into, very gently into dough balls and put that on the cookie sheet. Okay, now spray some olive oil on top. And then cover that with plastic wrap. Now you're gonna let that rest for about an hour at room temperature. And if you're not gonna eat pizza right after that, you can just let it sit until you're ready to make dinner. Okay, an hour has gone by and we've got some perfect pizza dough here. So whenever you're ready to make pizza, you can go ahead and press that. All right, Cuisinart's plugged in. Now, you might have to rearrange your kitchen a little bit for pizza night because you want a big work surface for making your pizza dough and getting it ready for the pizza oven. So first thing I'm gonna do is slice some chunks of homemade mozzarella from our last video up, because we're gonna make a margarita pizza and a few other flavors. So now you're gonna wanna just lightly peel those up and dunk those on top of a bowl of flour and start pressing those out. I'll show you right now. Pieces of basil on top, and a little bit of olive oil. Look at the crust. Very nice. All right, the taste test. Margarita pizza and a basil pesto calzone. So just to touch base on our indoor pizza oven, it's a Cuisinart and it goes up to 700 degrees Fahrenheit. There is a light button, which is nice. There's a little cheat sheet on like how long to cook what kind of pizza on both sides. There's a timer. The green light turns on when it's ready. This calzone's been cooking for, I don't know, like three and a half minutes already. 4 minutes. You want to cook the calzone a little lower. We have that on 500. There's a vent in the back where warm air comes out. But other than that, the sides, I can touch that with my bare hands. Not hot at all. So this is the best indoor pizza oven, and it was only $200 on Amazon. I'll put a link to this pizza oven below the video also. What do you got in there?
It's got pesto, pineapple, mozzarella, and pepperoni.
Here's a taste test. It's delicious. And then in here we have another margarita pizza going. Whenever that thing's ready. All right, 650 degrees Fahrenheit, about 5 minutes or so. And there's our pie. We'll turn this off. Let that sit for just a second before we cut it. All right, I'm gonna put some basil on here, a little olive oil. Let's check out the crust here. Look at that. Nice and just chewy soft. That's gonna be delicious. Taste test. Nice and chewy. Crush. Delicious. All right, thanks for watching our Poolish starter pizza crust recipe and making some pies with that. We'll see you on the next one. Enjoy our playlist. Twin Cities Adventures out.